welcome once again to The Melancholy Guy, a companion podcast to my Tumblr blog, The Melancholy Guy, daring to be black, open, and free. The adventures of a divorced, open, polyamorous African American male. I am the Melancholy Guy, Calvin, or CPJR, if you know me. And definitely today, I am convinced that change I must or die I will. Welcome back to another episode 8 of The Melancholy Guy. Basically, me talking about me from my blog, which is basically about, the blog is located at melancholyguy.tumblr.com, and it's basically about me. Um, Opening up my life or converting from a life of monogamy to a life of non-monogamy. And I'm going to just jump right into the blog. But first, I need to talk about, or I want to talk about something that I stated and kind of highlighted in the last show. I think I highlighted and I made a clip of it that I don't like my ex-wife, or I don't like who she is, or I didn't like her, or something like that. And it really got me thinking that if that can be taken the wrong way, I'm really trying to really look back on my life and not state that my past exes or people that I'm involved with were crazy. They weren't. My wife is a beautiful, dynamic, intelligent woman that spent almost 8 years with me in a life that we were attempting to build and that we actually built. If it wasn't for her actually coming into my life at the time, I don't think that opening up would have been such a beautiful experience that it was, although it still had its difficulties, and it was kind of hard dealing with some of the entrenched um, social conditioning, I should say, that we both had to deal with. But I think more so on her part because she had no desire to be non-monogamous. Emotionally, some of the other things, kind of, yeah. But definitely polyamory wasn't something that was desire or ever came up as a thought that this is who I am. But the reason that I said that was because even as I'm going back, I'm still living life. So things are still happening, and an event did happen. I did get a phone call and a text, and I just it triggered a memory, a feeling of, oh shit, this is who this person is, and this is something that you. I think everyone you accept, you love someone up to a point, basically. Um, no one's gonna behave 100% as you would like them to. We're all different. We're all gonna do different things, and the what I a certain pettiness that I witnessed early on, and I just accepted because I was in love, and certain things you accept and just ignore of in another person. But then when that love's pulled away, you kind of see it and kind of be like, well, I don't gotta accept that shit. I'm not down with that. Don't be petty, man. I try not to be petty. When I am petty, someone brings up to me, and I try to address it. So it's not nothing bad to say about that woman. That woman is beautiful. She's doing her thing. More power to her. I'm glad we had the time together. I'm also glad now that we're no longer together. I'm sorry that we couldn't stay together and grow together, but that time ended and time to move on. So anyway, so I'm gonna go back into the blog, and what I was talking about serial monogamy, and something came to mind when I read that. And actually, when I started to get into serial monogamy, I actually had what's called the work wife. Basically, I had someone at work. Her name was Tara. Her name was Tara, and basically we ate lunch together every day. And actually, my ex knew about this person. It wasn't a hidden thing. We could talk about it. We could talk about her. Um, I don't think they ever actually met. And actually, after Tara, because we actually had an issue, but we had another work wife. I'll mention her name, Adele. But they actually did know each other and actually did converse and talk about me or each other's lives and all that kind of stuff. So it was actually a concept, and I don't know how people feel about the work wife. I think that I'm a corporate guy. Basically, I've worked corporate IT pretty much all my career, and that's something that people have work spouses. I mean, people that you and have some emotional tie with, some emotional investment with, and it could be an issue um, for some relationships. People don't like you, your partners, your spouses, your significant others don't like you being emotionally invested in someone else. Was it breaking emotional intimacy, sharing things outside of the relationship with another person because it's a fear, right? You fear, you're worried about losing someone, and I think that from that experience, this is early. Sorry, monogamy is 2011, like 6 years after, prior to, well, 6 years ago, 2011. We were separated in 2013. So we got married in 2007. So it's about midway through that since starting these conversations that I was opening up that I actually was able to and shared her. And actually, she had a work husband too. That dude, I know I forget his name now, but her dude, she could talk about. We could talk about significant others, significant people that were of the opposite sex in our relationship very early on. It wasn't an issue, and it's actually something we talked about before the marriage. And I think that laid the groundwork for us to actually open up the marriage. We had these conversations about other people. It was acceptable. We trusted each other in this area enough to allow that to happen and to grow. And I actually met the guy, and he was a cool guy. We had drinks back when I was drinking, and everything was cool. He's a good guy, man. Actually, yeah, he was good. He's a cool dude. So, and it's funny right about serial monogamy. So the only thing missing from those relationships was sex. We didn't have sex with these people outside of our marriage, so therefore we were still considered monogamous. Only thing that was different was um, emotional intimacy. So there you go. So monogamy, we were still monogamous at that point. So I want to read. Actually, I'm running out of time, and I wanted to go into something else. I think I want to bring up. I'm gonna come into my life where I am right now. So basically, I'm still job hunting. I had some interviews. I had a good interview today, and I have some more lined up this week. So things are coming on along well. I believe that this time was needed, and when it's time for me to go back to work, I will. That don't mean I don't look every day. I don't on the phone sending out resumes, but I still believe that whatever I'm going through is what I'm supposed to go through. Um, you know what? That thing about that what I said about my wife bugged me actually a lot. I shouldn't go back from bugged me a lot. Because I make the clips, and to think that I actually, and if you aren't reading my blog, I'm actually still posting there, like melancholyguy.tumblr.com, and I'm actually posting about the present and what's been going on in my life as far as relationships, because I have been active in the non-monogamous social, non-monogamous social media world, and I've had a lot of connections, and I'm still processing all that. You know what I'm saying? The things that happen, a lot of it shouldn't have happened, and I just had to go through that because I'm still on my 15-minute time limit, and my 15 minutes are running out. So I'm kind of, you know, glancing over stuff and not really going into these areas in any depth because I need to watch the time. I'm down to 3 minutes. So basically, I want to go over a few changes on my podcast. I redid my logo. You'll see now it's a picture of me and it's like split light and dark because I wanted to show that even though I may be kind of woke or whatever and talking about some open-minded issues in a way that guys don't really talk about it, there is some darkness in me, some dark shit in me. Um, it's there. It's like a something that I try to juggle and deal with and expose as much as possible. Probably didn't expose it as much as I should have in the past. That's definitely something I'm working on because shame is something that I deal with on a regular. Uh, Shame and regret and thinking that I should be somewhere else or further along in life when um, I still do believe that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be and that everything will work out. That hippy dippy bullshit, as a friend would always say. I still believe that. And I guess that's going to be about it right now because I can't really go into depth. Because I really wanted to reiterate that I don't have any animosity towards anyone that I was in a relationship with in the past. And actually, I just posted something on my blog called A Round of Apologies that I'm really um, just apologizing for a lot of bullshit that I did since 2012, 13, 14, up to now. You know what I'm saying? Just out here starting relationships and blowing through them. You know what I mean? Just diving into the community and thinking that shit just gonna work out. You know, and it doesn't. You know, you have to be fully aware and involved. All right, down to 131. So, my website, melancholyguy.tumblr.com. My podcast is hosted on Spreaker.com, SoundCloud. It's on the blog too. bensound.com for the music. I want to give that out, and also YouTube. I post a video. I do video clips. I'm really learning that stuff. I still have the dream of building DMV Podcaster Studio. I will be doing a video about that soon, the vision, what's going to happen in 2018. I'm excited. No one else is, but I am. Anyway, thanks for listening. For those who do, for those who don't, remember to love and respect yourself first, and everything else will take care of itself. Peace.